Right, I've now got everything set up perfectly how I need it, the mirrors in the correct position, the glass, I altered it slightly to give me a better angle. Everything else fits well. I've got a weight on the back to counterbalance obviously the front. Now please remember, and don't laugh, this is rather large. It is the prototype. They all start off big. Yep, it's going to look stupid on your head. Yeah, don't forget, this is only going to be really used at night. So who's going to see you anyway? So what I'm going to do, obviously, so because my eyes are going to be sitting roughly there, facing that way. Reflection goes off that glass into the mirror. Then obviously the phone sits there that I'm using to record right now. I've put on a 19mm lens this time. I tested the 25. I'm now testing the 19mm lens because your eyes are closer to the 19mm lens than obviously 3 to 4 times magnification. So this is going to blend in with the foreground. Hopefully the head-up display will sit roughly where you want it to sit. So you can see thermal in front of you, and also because it's glass you've got your visual all around, so you're not going to trip and stumble over anything when you're walking around with this on your head. So you can see out the peripheral vision. Also, because you can't see what I'm seeing, I've got a Mobius here. And what I'm going to try and do later on is I'm going to stick him a little bit further back, obviously because it's going to be out of focus if I put him there. So I'm going to try and get him somewhere around about there so you can see exactly what I'm seeing. Obviously, because I've got 2 eyes, it's going to be positioned for me. I'm not going to be able to work out exactly where the camera's got to be to give a perfect shot of a thermal image in the exact position of what it looks like through the glass as well, if you understand what I mean. That you would have to set up yourself, adjusting this with the little adjuster. It's loose at the moment. Right, now what I've done is strapped a Mobius just where my eye would be, and as you can see, I've got a tree in front of me, just to prove that with a 19mm lens it lines up quite nicely. I hope you can see what I can see. I think I've lined the Mobius up quite right. You should be able to see a little bit of the screen of the phone just above. That's obviously not going to be obscured from your view. You'll be able to put your fingers up in there and change settings if you like. But as you can see, even in a nice sunny day like it is today, you can still use it as long as you're not directly in the sunlight. I mean, if you're facing that way it's quite hard. As long as you're not directly in the sunlight, you can still use it. I'm picking up the heat from the tree because the sun's been on it all day, and haven't quite focused it in yet. Let me just see if I can focus it. It's probably a little bit better. Hope you can all see that. It looks actually quite fantastic, really. Really a bit quite annoyed that the farmers put all these sheep and cows and pigs away, so it would have been really quite impressive to have shown you what it looks like with them. Now, as you can see the tree in front of you as well, out of your peripheral vision and through the glass. Once I finish this unit, I'll have a special glass in front that doesn't double vision, which will be a lot clearer than this is right now. But this is the prototype. It is a bit long. So yeah, quite laughable if someone saw you walk down the street with it. But we're out. hunting, so no one's going to see us. So yeah, it lines up quite well, and you can see the tree line as you're lined up. And at night, everything you see, you're going to see in front of you as it is, which is I'm quite impressed with it for a first attempt. This particular one is going to be free for whoever buys the therm app unit with the mount off us, the first one. If they buy just the therm app unit, you'll get the helmet, which is this helmet, which is the prototype. I'll be moving on to another one, and you'll get a mount to mount it on your rifle as well. So how's that for a deal? So you can walk around at night and no one's going to see you, so no one's going to laugh at you, and you'll be able to do exactly what I'm doing here, but at night. The battery's running low on the Mobius, so I'm going to switch off now so I can do some night shooting, hopefully with some rabbits. I've got my gear down here, rifle, so hopefully we'll be able to do that later. I might not take some shots, I might do, depends how I feel, and we'll go from there. Okay. Okay, I thought I'd just give you a visual of a road. It's been heated up during the day, as you can see. It's still quite warm as it winds up. And I've got it pretty much in line at the moment of the camera. I'm not sure if you can see enough through it, but I can from behind. Still quite difficult because my head's not in the helmet, so I'm looking from the rear. Now let's go and have a look, see if I can find some rabbits for you to see. Oh, there's two there. There they go. They're running off. Right, they're just at the fence line there. And as you can see, they've just run off as well. Now, this land is not my permission, so I won't be allowed on it. I'm definitely not allowed to shoot on it, so I won't be going on it, but I can look over the fence just so we can have a look. Keep very quiet. Let's have a quick look. Quick look right. At the moment, I'm very sorry to say that because the glass hasn't got protective film over it, you're getting slight double vision, but you can get these filters that can go over there that will stop that. Oh. So look around here. No more rabbits because they run off. Well, we did get some of them. As you can see, the heat coming off different metals. As you can see, it's quite not badly in line with the camera. You can set it up so you can move the camera around to get it in line. It's not a problem, and it works quite well. I'm quite pleased with it. Now I'm going to wear it now, and I'm going to have the camera at the side so you can see me wearing it. Now I'm wearing the helmet, and I'm hoping you can see exactly what I can see. And Now I can see everything a little bit better. See if I can put everything in a bit better focus on myself. Go the other way. It's a shame about the double vision. There we go. But double vision will disappear once you put a film over the screen. Now I can change settings by putting my finger up here, playing around. There's a rabbit, there's two rabbits. I don't know if you can see what I can see. There's two rabbits in the field. Oh, there they go, they're darting off. There you go, that's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I hope you can see what I can see. There's a few more in the distance over there. Now I'm picking these up on the thermal before I'm even seeing them with my own eyes. It's not dark yet, but obviously when it does get dark, it'll be the thermal that takes over, and you'll be solely walking around with the aid of this. Now, I don't know if you can see the screen from where the camera is, but for me, the water tank there is perfectly in line, so I can actually see it, and it's surrounded by heat because of the head-up display. And if I put my hand in front of the screen, my hand perfectly lines up with my hand on the screen, which is fantastic. For you, maybe not. A few adjustments, you can make a few finer adjustments, move the camera up or down if need be. I think it's a little bit low. Just move it slightly. That's better. And then lock it back in. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. So there you go. Yep. And as you move pan around, you can see everything move around. Now at the moment everything's irradiated because of the sun today. It was quite hot. And as you can see, there's the path. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but there's the path, and it's all heated up. It winds off round, and you can see it on the camera winding off round, hopefully. And I can quite easily, if it was dark, quite easily walk using thermal imaging device and walk around quite easily without a worry. And I'll be able to see where I'm going and if there's anything out there. And if I wanted to go hunting, obviously I'll have my rifle with me, and I can hunt with it quite easily, hands free. Looking left and right, see what's about, see if there's anything hidden in the trees. And I think this is a fantastic little idea. Hopefully this is only the prototype. I'll be making them a lot smaller. Better glass so it doesn't double vision, and a few other little bits and bobs I'll be adding to it, make it lighter. But for now, for the first one I've made, I'm very chuffed with that. I could quite easily go out hunting with this right now, wouldn't have a problem. It's not too heavy on the head, as long as you're not going to be wearing it for about 4 hours. Sort of bird fly off there. I will say though, like any thermal, it has its limitations. If something's really heated up during the day, it's just going to red out. As you can see, it's quite good, the fact that you've got different menus. I can, while I'm standing here, I can just go into the menu. I can change a few settings. I can go onto the colour vivid and change it to grayscale, and I can exit back out of there, and now I'm in grayscale. I could then change the settings again while it's still on my head. Go from grayscale, click on there, and go back to, say, iron, exit, oh, didn't press it, exit, still didn't press it, there we go, and now I'm looking in iron palette, as they call it, but my preference is vivid. Vivid's the best one, I think. You can use other apps, there's not just Therm app, there's other good ones out there at the moment. There's another one that's got even more vivid colours. Does slow, if you've got a slow phone, it does slow your phone down a little bit, I found, with the other updated addition to Therm app. You pay about £3.99 I think it is, and it really makes everything a little bit more vivid. The only problem is it slows down your hertz, I found, and with a slow phone like I've got, I didn't want to show it to you because it wouldn't give it justice. It would be a little tiny bit glitchy, but yeah, very happy with it. I can now, as you can see, walk up the road, no problem. And it's just a shame that the farmer has put all the cows away, so then you really see it. The thing about the Therm app is that when there isn't much thermal about, it's a little bit more hazy. When you start getting thermal image in front of it, then the camera starts really working hard. So if I focus in onto my hand, I don't know if you can see it there, it really does work hard, and you can see a really nice contrast, vivid colours, lovely. Obviously I'm now out of focus, so I need to focus back onto the foreground. Oh, I think I'm gone a little bit too far the other way now. And obviously while you're walking around at different distances, you'll have to refocus. But not too bad. There you go. Yeah, so I'm very pleased with it. Okay, this is Custom Rifle Scopes. Thanks for watching, and after this video I'll be showing you how to build your own. And if you don't want to build your own, you can have this one with one of the Therm apps that I'm selling, with the 25 Hertz unit. I won't do the 9 Hertz because they're too slow, and 35mm lens. Obviously it's got a bit more magnification, so when you mount it to your rifle, the mount will be with it as well, so you'll have all that for a nice little bundle, and it's not too expensive either for what it is. Fantastic little unit. You can even use it as a handheld. It comes with another device, so you can hold it in your hand, do electrical work, find out where faults are. Fantastic bit of kit. Okay, right. It's starting to get a little bit more darker now. I thought I'll take a nice walk back, see if we can spot a few more rabbits on the way. If the video turns off, I'm very sorry. Not a lot I can do about that. So here's the roadway going up. I think I'm in focus. Something down there, I'm not quite sure what it is. No more rabbits up there. And as you can see, it's quite fluid. There's no glitching as I walk up the path. It's pretty good. I don't even need to look out my peripherals now, it's getting too dark for that. I can just follow the tracks, the thermal. Just looking around now, see if I can see anything. Obviously the trees are still heated up from the sun today. Like I said before, thermal imaging isn't perfect. It does have its limitations. We're walking up the track. Let's have a look out to the side. Ah, see that out in the distance? I don't know if you can see it. There's a rabbit. Oh, it's just started off. There it goes. I think it's seen me. There you go, and I'm following it. Brilliant. Fantastic. Don't know if you saw that. I hope you did. I think probably because I'm talking too much. Look. But I'm not using my eyesight, I'm using the thermal to navigate at the moment. And I haven't tripped over yet, so that's a good sign. There's another rabbit. Just died off to my left. Was another rabbit. As you can see, thermal can pick up the cold just as well as it can heat, and all the little blue bits you see in between are stones. They obviously cool down quicker. So I just keep taking it off now and again just to make sure it's still recording. Refocus. Now obviously when thermal doesn't pick up much, it's not as clear. There you go, there's another rabbit. Right in front. Glowing like a good one. And my finger is just there. Don't know if you can see it on the camera. There he is. Just through the trees. So I can focus a bit better. There he is. And he's quite far away. But without this, I would never have spotted him. Never. See if we can, there's a fence there. Let's walk up here. There they are, there's one dart off. There's the other one staying where he is. See if I can focus. That's a bit better. It's a pity there's double vision. If I look up, I can see the above screen is a lot better. Yep, fantastic. Happy with that. Right, I'm coming up towards the road now. Someone's property there. It's their car, obviously not been out in it. There's another building over there, quite hot. So something's heated up that little building. Walking up to the main road still warm. There's my car. There comes the car. There you go, nice, all the wheels all nice and hot. If you can see that. Hope you can. Here comes another one. There you go. The wheels, exhaust is nice and hot. You see him moving up the road. I don't know if you can see him, I can. Yeah, road's nice and clear. My car's still hot under the bonnet. It's quite a few hours ago now. Yeah, thanks for watching.